One thing I've learned being married 25 years and being married at 19 that I wish I would have known when I first got married. I might make this a series, but my husband matured way later in our marriage than I did. And that's something that you have to just come to terms with when you get married young. Your spouse's immaturity level may not be where yours is. And you have to be patient. You have to remember that this is a lifetime of growth that's going to happen. A lifetime of growth. And in that growth, there's going to be moments where you're leading the race, right? As far as maturity and emotional intelligence. But then they start to catch up a little bit as time goes on. As you start pouring into them, feeding into them, pouring into yourself, feeding into yourself, growing your word base, your knowledge, your intellect, your emotional intelligence. You start to see things and fill things out very differently. And then they start to pick up on those things. And then they start to do those things. And then you can feed off of them. And it's a constant back and forth of feeding off of each other the longer you go along. But in the beginning of our marriage, 25 years, I will say the first 10 to 15 years, my husband was on the more immature side when it came to handling problems, finances, growth within our relationship, talking about things. He was a little delayed, and I was patient. I stuck in there, and now we can have the most in-depth conversations about our feelings. We talk about everything under the sun, and that's something that I feel allows us to continue to grow in our marriage and look forward to growing as we are continuing to be married. And that's just something to think about. God bless.
With God on my side, nothing will stop me. No devil is old.